Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. The company of heaven has reiterated to us many times that the infinite flow of God's abundance is our divine birthright. Tragically, we inadvertently blocked that divine birthright when we made the fateful decision to begin using our creative faculties of thought and feeling in ways that were not based in love. The birthright of abundance that we blocked promised that we would receive a constant flow of God's abundance while we were learning to become co-creators with our Father, Mother, God in this schoolroom of earth. Our abundance was blocked when we fell from grace and forgot that we had made a covenant with our Father, Mother, God. The beings of light have taught us that the universal laws that govern all creation require that there be a balance between the out-breath and the in-breath of God. The out-breath of God is the life force and the sacred prana we receive as our gift of life from our Father, Mother, God with every breath we take. The in-breath of God is the life force and the sacred prana that the sons and daughters of God qualify with light and love as we send this precious gift of life back to our God parents in appreciation for our life force and our holy breath. In the original covenant, our Father, Mother, God's out-breath ensured that their sons and daughters of God abiding on earth would receive an infinite abundance of our life force and everything we would need to sustain our earthly bodies. In return, our part of the covenant with God promised that we would fulfill our responsibility of balancing the in-breath of God by using our life force in loving ways that would add to the light of the world and reflect our appreciation for our gift of life. After we fell into the abyss of separation and duality, we totally forgot about our part of the covenant. Since that fateful time, eons ago, we have been struggling from morning till night to acquire what we need in order for our physical bodies to survive on earth. For the masses of humanity, this struggle has been all-consuming. The concept of using our life force to balance the in-breath of God by adding to the light of the world has been virtually forgotten. In most instances, even awakening humanity spends a relatively small portion of our time and life force adding to the light and love of the world through our meditations, prayers, decrees, invocations, and activities of light. The rest of the time, we're focused on working like everybody else to make money to pay for the things we need in order to survive. In my experience, most people are so overwhelmed and exhausted with trying to survive that they cannot fathom having even 30 minutes a day to add to the light and love of the world. The company of heaven is assuring us that erroneous belief is precisely what is keeping so many people trapped in poverty, lack, and limitation. The fact is, we have received and utilized the out-breath of our Father, Mother, God's life force since we began our earthly sojourn myriad lifetimes ago. Now, in order to reclaim our divine birthright and the infinite abundance promised in our covenant with God, we have no other option than to fulfill our part of the covenant. Remember, universal law requires that God's out-breath which is our life force, be balanced with God's in-breath, which is the light and love the sons and daughters of God send back to God in appreciation for our gift of life. The only way we fulfill that responsibility is by using our life force in loving ways that add to the light of the world and reflect our appreciation for our gift of life. What the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth want us to realize is that this is not a time-consuming or difficult task. Adding to the light and love of the world and reflecting back to God our appreciation for our gift of life is easily accomplished with a slight adjustment in our awareness. We actually have the ability to do this every single day with every breath we take. No matter where we are or what we are doing, all we have to do is align our heart and mind with our I Am presence in loving gratitude for our gift of life. Then we can ask our I Am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action we express throughout the day with divine love and infinite gratitude for the opportunity to add to the light and love of the world. That is just a mindset and a heart commitment. That does not take more than a minute out of your day. It is as easily available to us as breathing, and it can be sustained with every beat of our heart through our divine intentions. This knowing will enable each of us to add to the light of the world every minute of every day. Know that when you develop this new perspective, you will effortlessly add your light and love to every single thing you are thinking, feeling, saying, and doing. This means that every moment of every day, you will be adding to the light and love of the world. This is how you will reclaim your covenant with our Father, Mother God. It is important for you to trust your ability to be a force of light and love, even in the moments when you feel you are doing what might seem like a mundane task. When you have the consciousness that with every breath you are adding to the light and love of the world, no matter where you are or what you are doing, there is no such thing as a mundane task. As you align more and more with the profound truth that you have the ability to add to the light and love of the world just by shifting your perception, you will become aware of the fact that with the intervention of your I Am presence, you have all of the time you need to accomplish whatever you have the heart called to do. When this happens, you will find that you are motivated to participate in various activities of light that your I Am presence magnetizes into your sphere of awareness. Then the light and love you are adding to the world will exponentially expand. The company of heaven assures us that if we begin every morning with the following simple affirmation and affirm it occasionally throughout the day, our I Am presence will shift our awareness and empower us to be the light bearers of light and love we are destined to be. So before you get out of bed every morning, simply affirm from the deepest recesses of your heart, I am my I Am presence. and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. In loving gratitude, I breathe my life force. My I am presence consecrates every thought, word, feeling, and action I express throughout this day with light and love in appreciation for my gift of life. And so it is. I will repeat that affirmation one more time. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. In loving gratitude, I breathe my life force. My I am presence consecrates every thought, word, feeling, and action I express throughout this day with light and love in appreciation for my gift of life. And so it is. Dear one, I am so very grateful for your willingness to become the powerful force of light and love you have been preparing lifetimes to be during this cosmic moment on Earth. I wish you the infinite flow of God's abundance. God bless you, and I look forward to being with you next week.